Hello friends, welcome back to EPG Pathshala to continue our journey of learning operator overloading in C++. In the previous module, we have learned what is operator overloading, what are the advantages of operator overloading and how to overload binary and unary operator for our own class. We have seen that barring few operators, most of the operators can be overloaded and most of the operators can be overloaded using member function. You would recall that we have tried to overload minus operator for adding two objects. We also tried to overload the minus operator for finding the difference between a time object and an integer. So, let us revisit our example that we tried to make something of this work for us, that is, for if time difference and current time are two objects of time class, we could overload minus operator to make the statement like time difference is equal to current time minus 5 work for us. Now, this we could make work by overloading minus operator through member function, but can we also make the statement like time difference is equal to 5 minus current time work for us? Can we overload minus operator for this? Well, let us analyze this. Now, in this case, the two operand for minus operator are 5 and object of time class. You know that if we try to overload minus operator as a member function, the first operand would be the invoking object for the operator function that we have defined to overload minus operator. And in our statement, the first operand is an integer and not the object of time class. To invoke the member function of time class, we need object of time class. An integer variable or an integer constant cannot invoke this function. Therefore, it is not possible for us to overload minus operator through a member function in our time class to make this statement work. Limitation again. Not really. Whenever we are not able to do something on our own, usually friends are of some help to us, or the friends come for rescue to us. In the similar fashion, when the time class cannot overload minus operator to make this statement work for us, the friend function can be of some help to the time class. Yes, the operators can also be overloaded using friend functions. So, all of those operators that we have overloaded using member functions can also be overloaded using friend functions. We will see that how friend function will help us in making this statement, that is time difference is equal to 5 minus current time work for us. But before that, let us understand how to use friend function for overloading operators. First of all, we will see that how to overload a binary operator using friend function. Well, the prototype of the friend function defined for overloading minus operator in the time class will be friend keyword followed by the return type, followed by operator keyword, followed by operator that we are intending to overload, followed by the parameter list which will have two arguments. Now, you would note that when we overloaded binary operator using member function, the number of arguments that we had to pass to that overloaded function was only 1. But here the number of arguments that we are passing in the function are 2. This is so because member functions can only be invoked on objects. So, if we overload the operator using member function, we need operator for its invocation. So, out of two arguments of binary operator, the first argument will be used to invoke the member function and the second argument will be passed as an argument. Since the first one is invoking object, it is implicitly passed, therefore, we only need to pass the second argument as an argument. But in case of the friend functions are independent functions and they are not invoked on objects. Therefore, neither of the operands of the operator will be used for invocation of this function. And when we are not using any of the operand for its invocation, both the operands has to be passed as an argument to the overloaded function. Now let us see how to overload this minus operator using friend function, so that our statement time difference is equal to 5 minus current time can be made to work. Now you must have understood that why in this case we will be able to overload operator, that is how we will be able to overload minus operator using friend function for this, because none of the operands is used to invoke the function, therefore it doesn't really matter that whether the first operand is object or not. The friend function that we would define would be like this: time operator minus int h time t, and this will be preceded by the keyword friend. Whenever we write a statement time difference is equal to 5 minus current time, friend function, which is overloading minus operator, will be invoked, and both the operands, that is the first integer operand and the second operand, that is time object, will be passed to the function. We can also overload plus operator using friend function. In this case, the function will be defined as friend, return type, which in this case will be time, keyword operator followed by plus, and in the argument we will be passing the two time objects that we want to add. Not only binary operators, friend functions can be used for overloading unary operators as well. You may recall that the unary operators can also be overloaded as a member function, and when the unary operators are overloaded using member functions, it does not require any argument to be passed, and it does not require any argument to be passed for the simple reason that unary operator has only one operand, and that operand will be the invoking object for the overloaded operator function. But when we overload unary operator using friend function, friend functions are not invoked on any object, therefore the only operand of unary operator, which would be the object of our class, has to be passed as an argument. So let us see how to overload increment operator using friend function. You may recall that increment and decrement operator are available in two flavors, prefix version and postfix version. And when we want to overload both the versions of these operators, the prototype of both the overloaded functions will be identical, and it is not possible for us to have two functions having identical prototype. So as in case of the member function, when we want to overload the increment operator, the compiler would allow us to define different prototypes for these two functions. In postfix version, it would allow us to define one more argument, which will be just a dummy argument and will not play any role in the function, but its presence will communicate to the compiler that whether this function is increment operator overloading function is overloading prefix version of the increment operator, or it is overloading postfix version of the operator. So what would be the syntax of overloaded increment function? It would be friend keyword followed by void, because increment operator usually modifies the operand itself, therefore it does not need to return any value. So the return type is void followed by the keyword operator followed by the operator plus plus that we are trying to overload, and as an argument we will pass the time object on which we want this operation to be performed. Now when we define this is the prefix version that we have defined. When we want to overload the postfix version of the same operator, in that case rest of the prototype will be same, but in the argument list we will have one more argument, that is integer argument, which is a dummy argument, and it is there in the prototype only to distinguish between a prefix version and postfix version, and its presence will communicate to the compiler that this is the postfix version of the operator that we are overloading. Now you would see that the plus operator and increment operator can be overloaded using member function, as well as they can be overloaded as friend function. So in most of the situation, the operators can be overloaded using member function also and a friend function also, but there are certain situations where only friend function can help us, and in those situations the operator can only be overloaded using friend function. One such example we have already seen, that when we try to make the statement like time difference is equal to 5 minus current time work for our time class, we can only overload minus operator to make this work as a friend function, and this cannot be achieved with the help of the member function. There are some other situations also where it becomes necessary for us to overload the operator using friend function. Let us consider overloading insertion and extraction operators. See, for our time class, we would want these operators to be overloaded for our time class, so that we are able to read and write time objects using cin and cout object as we read any standard data type. So, let us say if we have time object now, if we want to read it as cin now and cout now, how we can make this work? Well, we can make this work by overloading insertion and extraction operators. But if you see this, you would see that both the operators are binary operators and they have two arguments to them. And out of these two operands, the first one is the object of cin class or the object of cout class, and second operand is the object of time class. If we try to overload these two operators as member functions, you would realize that it is not possible. Why it is not possible? Because if we overload it as a member function, for its invocation of that function we would need the time object, and in case of overloaded operator functions, the function is always invoked on the first operand, and here the first operand is object of iStream class or oStream class and not of time class, and the overloaded function that we are overloading in time class. So, on the object of iStream class we cannot invoke a member function of time class. Therefore, overloading these operators in time class as member function is not possible. Now, in this scenario also the friend function is of help to us. We cannot overload these operators as member function, but we can overload these operators as friend functions. How do we do that? Now, to overload these operators, the prototype will be friend, oStream, reference of oStream, keyword operator, insertion operator, a reference to oStream object and time object. Similarly, the prototype for implementing extraction operator is keyword friend, reference to iStream, keyword operator, then the extraction operator as an argument, reference to iStream, and the second argument time. Now, when we are overloading this operator as a friend function, in that case the function does not need to be invoked on any object, and therefore it does not matter that whether the first operand is an object of time class or not. It does not matter that whether the first operand is time object or not, but in all of these cases we need to remember that if we are overloading an operator for any class, in our case we are trying to overload operators for our time class, at least one of the argument has to be object of time class. Even if we try to overload this operator using friend function, one of the operands has to be the object of time class. In case of friend function, it is not necessary that the first operand has to be time class, but at least one operand has to be of time class. When we overload these operators using member function, one operand has to be of time class object, and the first operand necessarily has to be the object of time class object. So, now in this case also the overloading of operator is possible using friend function. If this operator would have been overloaded in iStream class or oStream class, in that case this would not have been required to be overloaded as friend function. This could have been overloaded as a member function, but since we are trying to overload this operator in a time class, for us the only option is that we overload these operators using friend functions. Now C in and C out are the objects of predefined stream class I stream and O stream. By now, looking at this example, you would have understood how the statements like the one given below work. Yes, you guessed it right. Now these statements work because this insertion and extraction operators are appropriately overloaded in their respective classes, that is I stream class and O stream class. Now the prototype of these overloaded functions in I stream class and O stream class would be like this. I stream, rather reference of I stream, keyword operator, extraction operator, reference to I stream class and integer argument. Similarly, I stream, rather reference of I stream, operator, keyword, operator, then as an argument reference to I stream and a float argument. In O stream class, the prototype would go like this: reference to O stream, operator, keyword, operator, and as an argument reference to O stream and integer argument. And for the float variable, it will be overloaded as reference to O stream, keyword, operator, operator, and as an argument reference to O stream and float argument. Friend functions helped us in overloading operators in situations where it was not possible for us to overload the operators using member functions, but friend functions are to some extent violation of data hiding. Therefore, the use of friend function must be discouraged, and for the similar reason overloading operators with friend function should be discouraged. But as we have seen that in certain cases the overloading operator is not possible with the member function, we have no other option, we have to overload operator using friend function. But we can conclude that we should try to overload operators using friend function only in the situation where overloading operators through member function is not possible. Now there are certain operators which we cannot overload at all. There are certain operators which we cannot overload using member functions. Similarly, there are certain operators which we cannot overload using friend functions. Some of the operators which we cannot be overloaded using friend functions are assignment operator, function call operator, subscript operator, etc. Now why these operators cannot be overloaded using friend function? There has to be some reason. Now see, let's take an example of assignment operator. If we allow the assignment operator to be overloaded using friend function, it is possible for us to have the first argument as class object. For example, let us take an example of a time class. It is possible for us to overload the assignment operator for our time class like friend. Return type is void because in case of assignment doesn't need to be returned. You already know that assignment operator is a binary operator and it has two operand, one on the left hand side and one on the right hand side. In the right hand side, expression's value is copied into the left hand side variable. Now when we overload this assignment operator using member function for our time class, we can overload it in this fashion also, that is friend keyword, void return type, operator, assignment operator, first argument as a integer argument and second argument as a time object. Now when we overload this assignment operator like this in our time class, it is possible for us to write a statement such as 5 is equal to now. Now can this be accepted? Can this be allowed? Not really. You know that in case of assignment, on the left hand side we need L value. We cannot have a constant on the left hand side, but this kind of statement will also become valid. So programmer to do this, the language has put up this restriction that we cannot overload assignment operator using friend function. The similar logic can be applied to function call operator. Can we write something like 5 with and can pass two arguments T1, T2 which are objects of time class? This would not really make any sense. Therefore, this is also not allowed to be overloaded as friend function. Similarly, all these operators, all operators which are not allowed to be overloaded using friend function has similar compelling reasons for their prohibition. Operator overloading is not mandatory for any language. We can write any program without using, all possible programs can be written without overloading operators, and as you know, some of the object oriented programming languages such as Java do not allow or do not give the facility of overloading operators. But the use of operator overloading makes the code very intuitive and very simple to understand and very easy to maintain. Therefore, the ease of understanding and maintainability of code is a very important quality factor for any code that we are writing. Therefore, sensible use of operator overloading will help us achieve this goal. We can, barring few operators, we can overload almost all operators, but there are some restrictions on overloading. Let us see what we cannot do with operator overloading. We cannot change the precedence and associativity of operator we are overloading. We cannot add new operators. Only those operators which are provided by the language can be overloaded. Except function call operator, no other operator function can have default arguments. We cannot change the number of arguments that an operator can take. When we overload an operator for new task, its earlier meaning with other data type remains intact, it cannot be changed. So, we are advocating that operator overloading should be done to make our code readable, but this goal we will only be able to achieve when the new definition that we are providing to the operator is intuitive. For example, if we overload plus operator for performing a subtraction, this will, rather than making the code more easy to readable, will make the code more confusing and very difficult for anybody to maintain, debug and understand. Therefore, operator overloading can give lot of advantages provided overload them with the definition which are very intuitive and which are meaningful for the class that we are overloading. So, let me sum up in a nutshell that in this session we try to understand that how to overload an operator using friend function and what is the need of overloading operators using friend functions. We have seen the advantages of overloading operators using friend functions. It allows us to overload operators when the operators cannot be overloaded as member functions, and we have also seen the disadvantages of overloading operators using friend functions, and we had finally concluded that we should try overloading operators using friend function only in the situation when overloading operator using member function is not possible. And we have seen that what we cannot do with the operator overloading and what we should not do with the operator overloading. I look forward to meet you for the next session where we will continue for journey of learning object oriented concepts in programming using C++. Thank you.